now we're going to move to John and ProprHome in just 2 seconds. But I just want to do a quick thing to exemplify what we're bringing together in the group today. So just very quickly, I'm going to go to each of you. Can you say your nationality and where you're currently based? Okay, and let's just see what diversity we've brought into the room today. So Pedro Guimarães, nationality and where are you based?
Portuguese, Lisbon.
Okay, Matt.
British, Cornwall. UK.
Tiana?
Caribbean at the moment in Brazil.
Jana?
Norwegian Russian in Lisbon, in Portugal.
Henrique?
Portuguese in Lisbon, yeah.
Johan?
Maltese in Malta.
Claire?
Maltese in Malta.
Ando?
Nigerian, London.
And I'll go with British in London right now. John, what about you? And over to you for your presentation.
I'm an Irishman stuck in Lisbon.
There's a fine party we brought together today. Come on then, John, you're 5 and 5. Bring us home.
Okay, cool. Great. Thanks a lot, guys. It's really nice to be here again. And it's nice to see some familiar faces. As always, it's great to see the strength of the community. And today I'd like to present ProprHome, our business. The first thing I'll do, I'll just share my screen briefly. Bear with me. Okay, so you can see the screen yet? It's okay, it's sharing?
Yes.
Yeah, great. So as I mentioned, I'm John, CEO and founder of ProprHome. ProprHome is a marketplace for the real estate industry, but we've taken a very different approach to previous iterations of marketplaces. Our focus has been on increasing transparency, trust, and accountability in the industry. Real estate industry, like many legacy industries, is riddled with inadequacies and bad processes, old processes. This has resulted in a very skewed market. For instance, real estate agents can often represent both sides of the transaction, both buy and sell side, and have they're motivated by commission, right? They're usually on zero salary. So they're in a tight spot trying to juggle workload and make sure that they can bring a salary in at the end of the month. This, coupled with the low barrier to entry in a lot of markets, not needing to be qualified to be in the space, has led to a lot of bad stigma, justified in most cases. But there still is a core to each market that are super professional and care about their profession and want to grow their career. So we've come in with the use of blockchain, AI, and machine learning, and produced a rewards-based marketplace where real estate agents, property developers, and owners will receive tokens when they perform professionally. So when they input data, good qualified data, we verify documents on real estate listings. We offer the ability for agents and developers to publish their own articles so they can show their area of knowledge or their skills. We reward them for that. And then we also have a 5-stage customer feedback loop throughout the sales journey. So we're able to gather feedback from the customer in relation to the performance of that professional. There's 15 data points that we mark, and depending on performance, we'll reward that agent or developer or owner, and then they can only buy premium ad space and boost their exposure with tokens, not with cash. So it creates this meritocracy of sorts that promotes the very most professional in the market. We didn't stop there. We also use NFT technology, which we've rebranded to digital ownership certificates, DOCs, which represents the right of use or the ownership of any one property on the platform. This allows us to streamline data and make sure that multiple advertisements for the same property are within the same range and have the right correct data. But it's also opened up a number of commercial avenues for us. So at the start of this year, we signed a partnership deal with Vodafone, where we're running a pilot in Portugal, where we're able to onboard internet and TV services instantly using the scan of an NFT. So it opens up a world of possibility for us. We're looking at equity release now, mortgages. We've already signed a partnership with Generali Insurance to provide a fully digital life and home insurance journey throughout the platform. So the concept is to vertically stack services within or surrounding this process or this sales process within our marketplace. What makes us a little bit different is we've developed our own embedded wallet that can handle both fiat, US dollars and euros and British pounds, as well as crypto. So you can essentially buy, rent a home using XRP, Ripple's cryptocurrency, or you can use fiat currency if you wish. This wallet allows you to hold your NFTs and manage your utilities essentially connected to that property. But the payment rail has given us opportunity to look at other services. Most recently, we've just signed a partnership deal for a metaverse, immersive experience product feature within the platform. And now we've got a design team with 34 designers where we're able to design digital twin services for real estate developers to sell product before it's been constructed in an immersive way within our platform itself, with no additional hardware, etc. So this allows us to sell blocks of minutes to real estate agents and developers. And when a customer enters one of their immersive environments, they will get a notification to say that there's a customer in there and they can join them for a fee per minute, which we charge them for. Right now, we're just testing. So we're finishing the testing of the platform. We've got 54 agents as of this morning in a closed environment, breaking things so we can fix them quite fast. And then next week, we're going to do a soft launch to a few hundred agents and then open out to the market by the end of the month. On the waiting list right now, as of last week, we're up to 6,500 real estate agents that have signed up to use the platform. Just to give you some context, we're based in Portugal. There's 56,000 registered agents in Portugal. That's 580 per 100,000 residents. The European average is 136. So we've a massive oversaturation of real estate agents, and we're here to try and filter and clean them out. And there's a serious appetite for that because the top 20, 25,000 agents are dying to be differentiated from the rest of the market here. Right now, we've opened our seed round. Before this, we've been grant funded by Ripple in the US. They've granted the business to get us to where we are. Now we've opened our seed investment round, and to date, we've about 1.25, 1.3 million committed, and we're looking to close out the other 700, 750,000 in the next 6 to 8 weeks. And that's me.
Thank you very much, John. Great to see that. It's amazing how it's evolved over the months you've been working on this. Jana, for you, the honor of the first question for ProprHome. What have you got with this?
John, amazing to see such a, I would say, such a huge growth. And also, I really see that you have been really working on this, so really well. So I know that you are currently focusing on Portugal, but are you also focusing on other markets?
Yeah, really good question. So we're already analyzing the Spanish market. It's a bit more fragmented than Portugal. Portugal is the perfect test bed, right? We've 10.6, 10.8 million people. There's 170 odd thousand transactions annually. Of that, there's about 20% are international or off-plan sales. So we see we can get good product market fit here. And obviously the oversaturation is a great problem to solve. Spain is next for us. We've taken a slightly different expansion plan or growth plan in Spain, but we have a plan of 13 countries over the next 5 years. So we're looking at the UAE, the UK and Ireland, France, Germany. We've got some contacts in the US. So yeah, absolutely.
And just one last question from my side. Are you already generating revenue?
Good question. We've to put all our agents through a free trial of 1 month. That's just the nature of the product that we have. So that's going to kick off very soon. We have some LOIs in place with some big brands who have stepped up and said they're going to take ownership over the bill for the first invoice. So essentially, we've got 4 weeks free trial and the first month revenue secured. And then after that, it will be the agent's prerogative to take over the license thereafter.
Thank you. That was all from my side.
Thanks, Jana.
Thanks, Jana.
Matt, over to you. What technical question do you want to ask?
Yeah, it was around obviously going into different markets poses probably different challenges around how regulations work and stuff like that. So from a technical point of view, how you kind of have that flexibility to go into those other markets?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really, really good question, Matt. So the biggest deliberation we had at planning stage was looking at jurisdictional restrictions, right? And I think we've, so far, we seem to have gotten a good balance. We're focusing on the human element, the human interaction, and content creation around that and verification of documents. Beyond that, we haven't gone into the regulatory choppy waters, so to speak, because they are different from place to place. What we are doing is we're working with a local university here in Lisbon, and we're lobbying to have the land registry digitized, so put on some form of blockchain. If you're following the space, obviously there's EU regulation coming out very, very soon, we hope, because the sooner it can happen, the better. And I think there's going to be an EU-wide protocol that will be implemented for these government strategies across different jurisdictions. So the sooner that can happen, the sooner we're able to plug and play. But we're already preparing for bridging XRP ledger to whatever the protocol is within the government registry.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Cool.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Tiana, and then we'll go over to Pedro to bring us home.
John, amazing. It sounds almost too good to be true. So I wanted to ask you, what's missing?
What's missing? Revenue. Revenue. Very honestly, Tiana, yeah, really good question. Things are working really well for us right now. We're getting really good feedback from the market. We've tweaked a lot of things. What's held us back, very frankly, is we had 11 engineers in the Ukraine, and we've been managing that. Let's call it. It has been a liability for the last year, obviously, with the conditions that are there. So we've decided to stick with them. It has kind of sucked a little bit of our runway up and probably delayed us by 2 months if we were to extrapolate it out. So that's been the biggest pain point for us as a team so far. Everything else has been quite good. I mean, I won't say it was plain sailing. Everything's a challenge. Every day is a new obstacle, right? But as a team, we're overcoming things faster every week and every day. So yeah, we just really want to get to market now. We want to start proving to people that we can deliver and generating revenue, you know.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, Tiana.
Thanks, Tiana. Pedro, as Canopy royalty as you are, you know, following Tiana, the queen of Canopy, what do you want to do with this one? How are you going to bring us home?
Okay. First of all, John, congrats. I'm always super amazed to see you pitching, and I love what you. I met John 2 years ago, and it's amazing how much he improved in less than 2 years. It's a real example. Since you're
called having a 1-year-old, Pedro. You know, that brings a different light on things straight away, right? Anyway, sorry for interrupting.
No problem. Since your meritocracy scheme is based on content, on either reviews, publishing, whatever, do you moderate the content, and how do you plan to deal with ChatGPT and the likes?
Yeah, really, really good question. So we have a 15-point scoring metric, right? Of the 15 points, 8 of them are actually not asking the agent, developer, or owner to do anything beyond what they should be doing already, which is providing proven or verified information. So we're not asking them to add anything to their normal day-to-day. Where it does become difficult with regards to ChatGPT, obviously, is when we start looking at creating content. There are a number of tools popping up on a daily basis that we can plug into the system and recognize some AI-generated content. It's not a foolproof environment right now, right? We're going to see it be tried on many different levels, but what we have to go back to the purpose of the content, right? The purpose is about providing value to the community and educating them with no ulterior motive, so the customer feels supported beyond engagement with the agent, right? So they can log into the system, see a piece of content or a category of content that they like or they want to educate themselves in, and get educated on that in that area. So user generated or AI generated, if it provides value for the customer and slips through our net, then it's got value to the market, right? It's got value to the system. Sorry, you asked me another question, didn't you?
If you moderate the content into certain
exactly, yeah,
behaviors.
Yeah, so we're manually moderating content as it stands. We've got an admin panel where we assign tasks to the team, and we have a moderation team that's able to work through those approvals quite fast. We will move into an automated space eventually. I mean, it's inevitable, right? But we just, in the beginning, we wanted to make sure that decisions that were made on content are by us, and we can ensure quality. That's the key.
Amazing. Thanks, everybody. What a brilliant demo night today April edition has been. I think it shows the strength of diversity. It shows the power of you as founders and the amazing things that you're doing. And I, for one, wish you every success. I hope the demo night has been useful for you and you get some interesting feedback and follow-ups from that. I'm just going to do a quick check-in with each of the panelists. it's a bit of a hard question, but what was your favorite? Okay. So Matt, what was your favorite one out of all of these? Then Jana, then Pedro, then Tiana.
I really like the greenroads.ai because I can see lots of different use cases. I mean, I liked all of them. That's not upset anyone.
All my
but I
children
think-
are my favorites, right?
but I really liked all of the potential use cases that you could do for that, and the fact that you know there is the acceptability angle and making things more inclusive. So I really like that.
That's Matt's way of saying you're as geeky as he is. That's all good. Jana, what do you reckon? What was your favorite today?
I wouldn't say anyone to put anyone's favorite because I don't like it because I think each of the startups has a different value proposition. So I would rather say congratulations to all of you and I wish you all the best of luck and we're here to support you.
Thank you for that. Tiana, what about you? You want to be cruel and say your favorite?
Difficult one. Regarding the products themselves, are all super amazing. But I think in the poll you asked about the pitch, right? So like the fun of it, the excitement of it, I guess the award for that goes to Happening.
Happening, yeah, absolutely. Okay. And what about you, Pedro? You got any favorites or most impactful from today for you?
I'll go in that direction because it's impossible to choose between children and you know daughters and sons.
But if the building was burning and you had to
Yes.
run in and just rescue one of these startups, which one would it be?
I'm gonna save two. Actually, I think Wildbrand, which I didn't know, surprised me for being in this space unexpected in Portugal, and it was amazing. And Ando. For the incredible improvement and the quality of your pitch tonight, and all the other three, you all were amazing also.
Thanks, everybody. We'll be back in 4 weeks' time on the 3rd Wednesday of May. My goodness, we're almost halfway through the year. And I just want to seed this thought. Web Summit is coming. November is just around the corner. And we're going to have our most epic and most awesome in-person, in real life demo night during that Web Summit week. So if you haven't already booked your tickets, make sure you start booking them now. And for anybody who's got a women in tech option, I believe today is still 149 euros for 2 tickets. If you go to the right link and go and sort that one out. But I hope to see you all in person for that. So I've already booked my flight. I already know when I'm going to be there. I'm already very excited about it. Okay, and that's November, 3rd week in November. So thank you for that, everybody. And I wish you a good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.